Hi everyone, welcome to Board of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this is my old mate MatchyHK from Raise Clan. This is going to be a triple shot of Tier 9 auto loading action. This one featuring MatchyHK from Raise Clan. Don't forget to check him out on Twitch and YouTube. Links will be down the bottom. MatchyHK from Raise in the AMX 1390, the Tier 9 French light tank, the one that used to be a Tier 8. And you can see there, he certainly knows what he's doing. He's got 2 marks of excellence on that gun barrel, and away, if he keeps playing like this, I'm sure he'll have 3 pretty quickly. Looks like he's just spotted 10 of the enemy team, if my eyes don't deceive me. I reckon that was 10 tanks all spotted in that one little run in Prokhorovka, or even Fiery Salient, if that's how you want to call it, as he's running around the middle. Lit up 10 tanks, hoping for a little bit of spotting damage, and trying to chip away at that tortoise. He does get spotted. One of those shells did go through, 1 out of the 3. I'm tipping he's going to reload now as he pulls back. Of course, APCR is standard and premium ammunition for the AMX 1390. It's a 90mm gun. That's what the 90 means in the 1390. 240 damage, 205 penetration with standard, 248 with premium, which is also APCR, and is running around in the middle of Fiery Salient, not Prokhorovka, looking around, continuing to get vision on those enemy tanks. Even though he's on the reload, even though he can't shoot himself, he's doing exactly the right thing in this light tank. He's the only light tank in this game, and he's running around in the centre trying to continue to light up those enemy tanks. He does pick up a kill, he gets spotted as well, but he's not scared. There's a CDC there, and he wants to unload the clip into that premium French Tier 8 medium tank. This is a Tier 10 game, 3 Tier 10s on each team, the 62A, the Death Star and the FV4005 on the enemy team. The 183 and that FV4005, they could certainly send him back to the garage pretty quickly if they shot him. Of course, they were both last spotted up there at A5, camping the shit out of Fiery Salient. 1 zips the score match. He's got the only kill, 935 damage, 3,282 assisted damage. That's from keeping those enemy tanks lit up, as he has another look towards that AMX CDC. Love to put a couple more shots into the premium French medium tank. He's looking towards where he is. If he gets 2 shots in, he'll get a kill. Doesn't get the kill because the T26E5, that's the Patriot tank, got the kill on that occasion. He did pick up a little bit more damage. 1184 damage to MatchyHK. 3,282. Now, he's being a little bit ginger going up here, simply because he knows that FV4005 was last seen up there, and he certainly doesn't want that big bad British shell to go through his very lightly armoured French light tank. However, he is pretty confident that he will not be spotted if he does this, so he comes forward again, trying to get vision on that FV. He'd love to get rid of that big Tier 10 gun, puts 1 shell into him. Now, because the FV is behind a bush, that's actually helping Matchy's camouflage rating as well. So he continued to chip away, putting some damage into the FV4005. A little bit more assisted damage too. Assisted damage up to 4,260 hit points. 1885 damage done. 4 zip is the score now. 5 zip as the tortoise and the artillery goes down. He's just about reloaded, and he just wants to farm some damage into the back of this load. Puts 2 shots in, keeps him tracked. 3 shots, 1 more will be the kill. No, it won't be. The T44 gets the kill, but Matchy, I reckon he should have got a little bit more assisted damage there, because he did track the premium German heavy tank. He's on 1 kill, 2,500 damage, 4,260 assisted damage. Looking for the FV215B183, who was last spotted up here at A5. Just having a little bit of a look over the railway line where the train is. There's the FV going back to where tank destroyers often go on this map, and he's just picked up another 740 damage and another 400 damage as people start chipping away at that FV. He does need to be careful of the baby Batchat, the Batchat 25 TAP just to the south of him. His platoon mate, he's in a platoon here. His platoon mate picked up a kill there, the M46 Patton and the Conway. Pang Pang and Smiling Evil from LHKG Clan. They're shooting a few of the things that Matchy are spotting up for him. You can see the Conway down there at J2, and the Patton in the middle, playing in the middle there. Now, Matchy did get a little bit of attention there from the Oho firing high explosive at him, as well as somebody else. He lost 400 odd health From that Oho, 10-1's the score. The M103 goes down. The Oho goes down. 11-1 the score now. He's nearly loaded. He wants to clip out the Lorraine. One shot's all he needs to pick up his second kill, getting rid of the premium auto-loading French medium tank. Now looking towards, what's he going? Left and right. There's only 3 tanks left. The T62A, and it looks a little bit suspicious to me. The T62A looks like he's been right. Has he been right up at A1 all game? I don't know. We'll see as we look at the results. We'll see how that T62A went. It's a very unusual place for a top-tier medium to go. Maybe that's why they didn't win this game. 13-2's the score now. Matchy on 3,200 damage done. 7,000 assisted. Looking to get some more into the T34. Puts one shot into him, and then that T34 just got blown away by his teammates. And in the end, a comprehensive victory on Fiery Salient, 15-2. As we have a very quick look at the result, it'll be no surprise to anyone who watches Matchy on Twitch or on this channel or on his own channel. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge in the AMX 1390. Also the spotting medal, no surprise there. Bruiser and Fire for effect. Confederate for shooting more enemy tanks than anybody else did. And of course the Scout medal. Look at all those tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 tanks spotted. Plenty of assisted damage, over 7,000. Plenty of damage done himself as well. 3,462 hit points of damage. 2 kills, 1481 base experience. He fired 24 shots, 17 hit, 14 did damage, 1885 from a little bit of snipe stuff, 7,327 spotting damage. That's where he picked up the ace. He made some coin too, 8,000 credits. Not a massive amount, even with a premium account, but there's some consumables there. So 20,000 of that would have been for the strong coffee that he was running. I didn't make reference to that. And the others, maybe he did use his repair kits and stuff like that. But not a bad ace. Had that T62 really didn't have his best game. 2,000 damage, all from a distance of more than 400 metres. And of course he spotted nothing, so that's because, well, the T62A sniping up at A1 on Fiery Salient, clearly not the best idea in the world. As we move on to the second game in this triple shot of tier 9 auto loading action, and that's right, your eyes do not deceive you. It's little old me in the AMX 5120. I've been grinding towards the AMX 50B, and I'm not sure if I was live streaming when I did this, but I was pretty excited to ace this tank. It's a tank that I've had a lot of trouble with. Clearly playing on the Australian server here because my ping's below 20 or 30, and on, where are we, Redshire, and this is just, I'm not going to pretend. You're not really going to learn anything from this one. It's just one of those right place, right time, and the enemy do exactly the right thing to help me stay alive. Where are we? It's a tier 10 game, 3 tier 10 tanks on each team. And decided to go west. I've never really known what to do in the AMX 5120. Obviously, it's not the kind of tank you can play like a brawler, like a heavy. And people often say, oh, it's a support tank, you don't want to be in the front lines. And so I'm hoping that I can, if anything comes around this one line, I can hopefully clip them out. And if they don't, then hopefully I can get a few snipey shots into the middle where that T54 lightweight is. And I've just realised, I think, where that our T54 lightweight is. And I think, well, if he's going to spot something, I need to punish these enemy tanks. Of course, as usual, my first shot doesn't go through. Looks like the T49 and the WZ132A are both getting the hell out of here, but a few tanks get spotted on the west. Now I'm not spotting those tanks because those buildings are between me and the FOC and the Baby Vet Chat, but at FOC B, of course, that FOC B is the new French auto-loading tank destroyer. That's the one with the massive clip. Often gets compared to the Waffenträger Alpha E100. I've got 3 bullets left in the clip, and just sort of kicking back here, waiting for an opportunity. Obviously I'll get lit and the FOC shoots me for 415 hit points, but the FOC being what it is, you know, it's got that massive clip. The T28 advises me to fall back. I'm pretty grateful that the T49 is not the one with the big dirt gun, because the big dirt gun would probably do a considerable amount of damage to the AMX 5120. So my first clip not being too good, only 356 damage. I'm letting my teammates know that I'm reloading. Looking at the minimap, 3 tanks over here at E1. plus whatever it is in the middle. Haven't got a great amount of support here, so I'm a little bit nervous. Certainly not going to go forward. Just hoping that if anyone pushes on me, because I'm down to half health here. This is looking. This should have been a game where I only did 356 hit points of damage. If these players had a little bit of map awareness, they could have rolled me while I was reloading with nobody really supporting me. But maybe they didn't know that there was nobody supporting me and that I was all by myself. Looking towards the T49, get another shot into the Tier 9 light tank. Yoho goes down on the enemy team, and continue to do a little bit of stuff like this because the players who are over here clearly not going to push. So I decided maybe I should try and support those light tanks. The eastern flank is going very, very well. I picked myself up a kill, 1,424 hit points, and the light tanks, they're just running amok in here. They really, their health, half health, well, you'd take half health. Clearing the middle, those two light tanks, the T49 and the T54 lightweight. Now, while we're reloading, this is going to let you know there will be some changes to this channel next year. I'm not sure how many people have been following me all year, but at the start of the year, I thought I'm going to try and do a video every day for 2017. Now, 2017 is nearly finished. In fact, by the time this video goes up, it's not going to be far away from Christmas. And, of course, next year, there'll be some changes to the channel. Of course, I'll still be doing your replays and replays that people send to me. Maybe some of my own games, if I continue to have games like this. And I really feel sorry for that baby Batchat. The STI's just fired. I know I should be able to get one more shot into him, but of course it does absolutely nothing. So pull back and reload gold, because that STI is a pretty heavily armoured tank. I want to make sure every shot counts, because he's also on 1,500 hit points, and I'm not. 2,290 damage done, nearly 1,000 assisted damage. The Scorpion G gets spotted out in the middle. And as we're reloading again, yeah, the channel will change. Next year, I think we're probably looking at doing maybe 3 or 4 videos a week instead of 7. Some of those videos will be a little bit longer than normal. Maybe do some more of these extravaganzas that I've been doing, featuring maybe a nation, or maybe a tier, or maybe a kind of tank like a medium or a heavy. And of course, Clan Wars replays will always be well received. Now it's time to farm a bit of damage on this STI. He did shoot me, and it didn't get any block damage. I think my tracks ate the shot, which is a little bit unusual in the STI up against a... in the AMX 5120 up against an STI. Just a FOC and the artillery and the AT-15 left now. Continuing with APCR rounds, because I think I'm having a pretty good game, up to 3,745 damage, 1,000 assisted. Not slowing down, because the M48 pattern has sort of gone there. I know the FOC B has most likely retreated up to A1. So yeah, 2018 we'll see a lot of changes to Water Tanks with stewiejp at Good On Board Studios. Probably be focusing a little bit more on Twitch, but I'll certainly be continuing to do some videos every week, every couple of days, I guess I would say. No idea where that shot went. Clearly not into the FOC. That one certainly did. Not sure why I'm not going for the kill shot on the artillery. Lose my turret and think, what do I do? Better fix it, I suppose. And the FOC still looking my way. I've only got one bullet left. Lucky enough to get it away into the Tier 10 auto-loading French tank destroyer. The T28 picks up the kill, and that just leaves the AT-15. I don't think I'm going to be reloaded in time to get any more damage. He's down to 317. So yeah, definitely some changes coming to Water Tanks with stewiejp next year. I'll continue to do the guides for the missions and for whatever promotions Wargaming continue to do, but of course, and some gameplay, but won't be doing a replay every single day of the week. Try and do a few things that are a little bit different. Anyway, stewiejp from 1AR Clan picks himself up an Ace Tank, a Mastery Badge, Bruiser, Jewelers, Fire for Effect, and High Caliber. That is probably the best game I've ever had in that 5120. In fact, I can guarantee you it was. 4,644, 3 kills, 1310 base experience, 20 shots fired, 18 hit, 13 did damage, only a little bit sniped, nearly 1,300 assisted damage. Made some coin, because that's how I rolled. Didn't need, I think I maybe used 2 premium clips out of all that, but I was pretty happy with that. And I've got a feeling that might have even been my last game in the 5120 before I unlocked the 50B, sold this one and got ready to pick myself up a brand new Tier 10 tank, which is always pretty exciting from my point of view. And thirdly, last but not least, we're moving on to an American auto-loading tank, the T54E1, featuring my old mate Apple Boom X from Crazy Clan. Now, Apple Boom X, he's been sending me replays for a hell of a long time, and always good, always entertaining, and never ever dull. Now, this is going to be no exception. The T54E1, the American Tier 9 auto-loading medium tank, plays a little bit like a slot. I wouldn't say it plays like a heavy, but it is a lot slower than your average medium tank. 390 alpha damage for its 105mm gun, 210 penetration with standard, 255 with APCR, which is premium. It's a 4-shot auto-loader. You can say it's not slow. If it was a heavy, you would say it's a fast heavy, but it's certainly not as fast as some of the other mediums in the game. But it's got a very weird looking turret. I don't think this tank will be offended if I tell it it's got a weird looking turret, and because it's a very odd shape, it can pull off a few bounces. Let's see what Apple Boom X can do as he looks towards the Guard, the new Tier 8 premium Russian medium tank, which I was lucky enough to have some pretty good games in that thing just the other day. He's on Pilsen, which is a map that some people love, some people hate, and he's doing what medium tanks do on the eastern flank. There's 3 Tier 10s on each team. Type 61 goes down in spectacular style. Not sure how he did. I'm not sure if he got any damage into those enemy mediums. They all look pretty, apart from that AMX 30, they all look pretty good. No, I'm not really sure what Apple Boom X is doing here. Starts shooting. I just fast forwarded a bit. I think maybe the kettle boiled. I'm not really sure. Puts a couple of shots towards the Scorpion G, and of course some of those tanks were unspotted. So he pulls back for the reload after he emptied his clip in the general direction of those Tier 8s. There was what was over there. There was a Scorpion G. There was a T54 Mod 1, a T54 Mod 1, T28 prototype, and a Guard. So could have hit any one of those, and of course because it's just a 4-shot autoloader, it's not too slow to reload. He's just about reloaded now, and he wants to probably pay some attention to those Tier 9 medium tanks that are down there at F0, or maybe snipe again.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is hit. They're knocked down.
It's an easy way to pick up a kill. 3 snipey shots into the Guard. Gives himself his first kill. 1367 damage. And that damage won't count. The damage that he did that he might have done into those blind shots in that central part. 2-1's the score. Apple Boom X has picked up a kill. 1367 damage that we know of. Artillery just goes down to the T28 prototype on the enemy team. Where the hell is he? He must have... That's very interesting. If you have a look at the mini-map, you can see the T28 prototype in the mini-map there. Artillery was probably back here. Maybe the 54 Mod 1 got vision towards the artilleries from this corner. Who knows? Apple Boom X needs to do something though. His team are down 2-4. He's got a dead driver which he can't do much about for another 35 seconds or so. He's looking towards these medium tanks here. There's quite a few of them though. He wants to be careful. The Batchat 25T AP, the AMX 30, both Tier 9 French medium tanks. And I think he's just realised he's all alone here. So he says, no worries, hold my beer, I've got this. Put some pain into this Batchat 25T AP. Nice kangaroo, not a bad name. For artillery certainly found him on that occasion, and he's stunned, and he'll soon be able to fix his driver. Needs to be careful. 3-6 is the score, and look, let's be frank, the team 3-7 now. The team don't look like they're doing too well at all. Gets a beautiful shot into the baby Batchat. One of these shells needs to land while he's still tracked. He does pick up the kill. That's his second kill. Only 4 kills have been done, and half of them, 5 now, half of them have come from Apple Boom X from Crazy Clan. He's reloading. He lets his teammates know he's down to below half health. Only just below half health. There's still the AMX 30 and the T44 that were last spotted in that on that 9-0 line. But have a look at the city. The city has absolutely capitulated. That SU-14-2, don't know what he can do. He really hasn't got the speed to get out of there over at A4. 5-9 to score. They're down by 4 tanks. Apple Boom X is down to half health. The AMX 30 goes down to that SU-14-2. I'm not sure if that's going to be the last thing that SU-14-2 does, but he certainly has recognised that Apple Boom X is the guy who needs his help. Puts 2 shots into the T44 that both don't really do much. He's only got 1 bullet left. Spots the T54 Mod 1. Takes the opportunity to kill the premium tier 8 Russian medium tank. Pulls back for the reload and lets his teammate know again. 7-10, 7-11 now. Artillery hits him again. And again, he's just going to wait. Uses his repair kit, his first aid kit straight away to try to do what he can about his crew. 7-11 to score, so it's 4 versus 8, which is going to be interesting. Looks like that SU-14-2 is in a little bit of strife with the Waffenträger Panzer IV, but there's not much Apple Boom X can do about that. The T44 gets behind Apple Boom X, takes him down to 51 hit points. Artillery shoots again, stuns his crew again. Of course, 3 artilleries is always very, very interesting. The Centurion 7-1 finally comes into the game, gets the kill on the Tiger 2. And 9-12 to score. Apple Boom X looks towards the Object 263. Chooses not to fire. He has switched to premium rounds. Well, and why not? The Type 4 Heavy, as well as that Object 263, can be a little bit challenging to penetrate sometimes. 9-12 to score. What's left? There's the Tier 10 artillery piece, the Object 261. Are we trying? Hopefully that Centurion is going to prevent that Object 263 finding the Object 261, the Russian artillery. But looks like the Waffenträger Panzer IV might be sitting on the cap, or maybe even the Type 4 Heavy. 263 hasn't been seen for a while. Centurion looks like he's being a little bit nervous over there, and on 900 health, why wouldn't he? But poor old Apple Boom X is only on 51 hit points. There's 3 enemy artilleries left, 2 tank destroyers, and 1 heavy tank, being the Type 4 Heavy. Apple Boom X looking for, what's he going to do? He needs to, I don't know what he's going to do on 51 hit points. He's already done 3,197 damage, a little bit of assisted damage. Someone spots the Type 4 Heavy. There's 20 seconds left on the cap timer. What is he going to do? He's letting his teammate know that he's ready to fire. Only 15 seconds now. It looks like he's aiming towards the cap, but there's a lot of debris and a lot of things back there. Hopefully artillery is aiming there as well. He gets the kill on the Type 4 Heavy, but the Type 4 Heavy is not on the cap. Then he shoots and kills the Waffenträger Panzer IV, who was on the cap. Then he shoots and kills the Object 263, who was also on the cap. Confirms the top gun. He's turned this game around with 1 clip. 3 bullets, 3 kills. The 263, the Waffenträger, and of course the heavy tank, who was not even on the cap. But of course, why wouldn't you shoot the side of a big Japanese heavy tank? I could not believe. Good bit of spotting from the Centurion, to be fair. That Centurion, there were questions asked earlier in the game, and that Centurion wasn't just sort of kicking back, sniping like an absolute champion. Apple Boom X from Crazy Clan. He's on 7 kills now. 1 kill away from a Radley Walters, 7 kills. The score's 13-12, mainly thanks to that epic 3 kills in 3 shots as the enemy team were trying to cap. Clearly maybe they knew that Apple Boom X is a really good player, and they thought we might as well try and cap this one for the win and not try and kill all. 13-12 is the score. Batchat 15558 auto-loading French artillery, as well as the M43. Two quick shells go into the Tier 8 American artillery. He reloads, only got 1 bullet left, and who knows how many bullets it's going to take to kill the French artillery. He's down to 51 hit points. He's letting his teammates know that he's reloading. Centurion sitting on the cap, no idea where that French artillery is. The 261 letting him know that he's aiming towards that southwest corner. And Apple Boom X said, no worries, I'm nearly loaded, I'll go and have a look for you. And we'll see we'll see what's going to happen. 8 kills to Apple Boom X, 4,180 hit points of damage. Now, the French artillery might be down in that corner, but let's be honest, it's a quick tank. It could have gone all the way up here. Maybe that's why the Tier 8 American M43 was running up here. And there you go. That's him right there. Hopefully the Object 261 can shotgun him. Apple Boom X won't really be able. It'll take him a while to get there. In fact, with the Centurion sitting on the cap, I would very much doubt that Apple Boom X could get to the French artillery before the Centurion caps out, especially if the French arty kills the 261. So it's going to take a little while to catch up. Not only catch up to him, but also spot him. He's on 8 kills. He's had an absolute epic game. The 261's pinging the map. Yeah, he's heading that way. Don't worry, mate. Don't worry about that at all. Only 8 seconds left. Let's see if the Centurion 7-1 stays on the cap or not. 14 to 13. I think that Centurion 1's probably thinking, nah, we'll win it by capping. We don't want to risk it at French arty. He's an auto-loading arty, after all. Yeah, pretty good win. He certainly turned that one around on Pilsen. My old mate Apple Boom X from Crazy Clan. Only a first class, I can't believe it. Hand of God, Bruiser Medal, Duelist and Fire for Effect. Pascucci's Medal for killing 2 artilleries. Radley Walters for getting those 8 kills. Defender for resetting the cap. Remember, 2 of those tanks that he killed in that clip were capping, and it was very close to winning it. You got the high caliber, the sniper, and the top gun. You had plenty to do with that victory. 4,500 damage, 8 kills, 1226 base experience, probably 1 shot away from an ace, I would guess. 21 shots fired, 18 hit, 15 did damage, 3,000 sniped, maybe that's why it wasn't an ace. Got 100 defense points, and a little bit of spotting damage. Cost him some credits, standard account, some premium rounds fired, that's probably why. But holy moly, have a look at those medals. So there you have it, 3 replays featuring some Tier 9 auto-loading tanks. The 1390 MatchyHK, check him out on Twitch and YouTube down below. My good self in the AMX 5120, the heavy French tank on the way to the 50B, with some changes to this channel coming next year. And of course, my old mate Apple Boom X. I reckon it's going to be Christmas time by the time this one comes out, just about. So have a very good Christmas. Make sure you're safe. Don't get drunk and drive your car. Just kick back and fall asleep on the couch like I do. Thanks again for the replays. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care and see you all next time.